day to you. Thank you for joining me. Words of wisdom. I've got the tea leaf fortune cards out today, and I've mixed up all of the tea leaf cards, including the months of the year, as well as the astral house, about what it's going to be we're going to talk about. I don't know why. I was just told to mix them all up, so I'm going to do that. I'm shuffling, and we're going to see what cards come out onto this table and make sense of it. So it seems a little bit of fun. You know, at the end of the day, it is about, you know, our journey, what is happening, what can we expect. It's the 2nd of August, so there's a lot of, apparently, an eclipse situation. I know we've got some bad weather going on. So yeah, quite a lot is coming out of this pile right about now. Okay, Spirit, so that's the first pile. Interesting. I feel like I want to do one pile and then a second pile, so we're going to go with that. There we are. Spirit is telling me we're going with it. All right, so these are the first 4 over here in this side. We're going to look at them. So we have got kangaroo, unsettled times, need to plan ahead. We have a ring. A marriage will take place, either romantic or business. We also have a broken ring next to the ring. Interesting. Parting of the ways in either romance or business. Wow, this is really unusual. And at the very bottom, someone going out of your life or the end of a situation, a casket. So what I'm feeling automatically with these 4 cards here on this side of the table is that there has been a parting of the ways, whether it be a business situation or a romantic situation. And when I mean business, we could also think about our career. So we could be thinking about work. We could be thinking about leaving a job, that type of thing. I had a conversation with somebody that I know yesterday, a young girl who actually had her last day of work at the place she'd been working at. She gave her heart and soul to it. She wasn't appreciated at all by the owners of the company. She decided to part ways, and then she was saying, oh, I'm just going to go in tomorrow, which would be today, to help one of the other people that she'd worked with to do. And I said, what are you doing? No, you know, when you let go, when you move forward, when you have to walk forward, what is the point of going back into that situation? You won't be thanked for it, which is not always the point, but the point of that is really is what are you doing for your own boundaries, for your own self-worth? And that's really important. So I feel like that is something that has happened here. So you're a bit unsettled, and with unsettled as well, there's a bit of off balance possibly. So the idea of the ring and the broken ring. Okay, so maybe a marriage will take place, romantic or business, perhaps in the past. And I feel like I want to say the past because it's on this side of the table here. And it's brought up maybe these unsettled times because initially you did believe that you'd have this marriage that would last and this job that would be, or whatever it might be. So it is time about getting out of this, ending the situation, leaving it go. And I feel like that is our past right now. And it's funny how Spirit sort of said, well, we've got the other pile right here in the center of the table, but we were just finishing off with this. So I feel like we're going with a bit of a story here. All right, so I'm not going to touch the other pile, but I'm going to now pick up, we've got at the top of the table over here, a fan and a horseshoe. So we have got some beautiful good luck. Look at that, good luck on the table. And I specifically didn't pick up my runes today. And we've had luck on the table with our runes for a little bit. And we also have romance, celebration, and party with the fan. So these 2 are at the top of the table. So I didn't pick up my big runes with luck or with the our beautiful horse, a unicorn, with the luck and the magic of the unicorn. We haven't had sort of the love on the table, what have you. So now here we have a fan. And what I feel like with the fan, a fan opens up. And it's funny how I sort of do this, you know. The fan opens up. It like displays something, doesn't it? So you might be invited to a celebration or a party where you might find a new romance. It could be that because of some luck, you could revisit something, or revisit someone could be coming around again on your path. So we're going to leave those two, and we'll see if we can give that a bit more detail. Because underneath all of that, we have another pile here that all want to be together. So the first one that is looking at me is marriage. So this is about marriage, because we had a ring and a broken ring. And we are in the time of the retrograde of Chiron. And Chiron is about healing, old wounds, old situations. Things that you probably thought were in the past, but something triggers, something brings up. It could be, as I said, for some, this idea of this new, this fanning out, this start, this opening of some sort of marriage. So the idea of, you know, this ring being in the past, it could be that is something you wanted, and now it is coming back around. So let's have a little look at that. So marriage, we also have a target, a goal-oriented person. So maybe this was always your goal, to get married, to, you know, live happily ever after. Maybe that is something that you've always stood by, and perhaps it is time to recognize that it doesn't mean that you would never have that again. It doesn't mean to say that, you know, just because it didn't work out the first time, it's not going to come around again for you. We've also got Vlad, do not be tempted to lower your standards. All right, so that's interesting. We have needle and thread, a sincere wish will be granted. Okay, beautiful. We have a broom, new home, new attitude, as I'm about to go and hoover my home. Oh my goodness, we have a star, guaranteed success. Wow, on this table, this is incredible. A nest, emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. God, there's beauty right now on this table in the middle. You will be taken care of in difficult times with the staff. We've got the throne, position of authority. We have a hand in need of help, assistance, and guidance. And we have a firecracker, excitement. Wow, I don't even know where to put them. I'm going to pick these cards up and put these firecracker and then hand over here. All right, so that is incredible. Absolutely incredible. So as I said, normally I put my runes at the very top. I'm feeling this is a past scenario with the ring and the broken ring and unsettled times. Please to plan ahead, someone going out of your life, or the end of a situation. Which brings us to a present scenario, I feel. Okay. And the present scenario on the table, or at least this is where we're at in our journey, perhaps, is that you've got romance and celebration and party and good luck, excitement, a wish that's going to be granted, success on the table. You know, I'm hearing in all areas of your life, the needle and thread idea of this sincere wish it will be granted. It means that it's all been sewn together. There's piece by piece. It's almost like the jigsaw puzzle. In actual fact, I'm going to read that. Needle and thread. Needle and thread. Being told to read it. All right. Needle and thread. It is important that silk and thread starts through the eye of a small needle. It is important that the needle is threaded, because only then will a wish be granted. This symbol indicates that a truly sincere wish, dear to your heart, will be granted. So what is that sincere wish? What is it that's on this table? There's luck on the table. It could be about romance. There's a celebration and a party. Let's read the fan and see what that can give us as a little bit of more of an indication, possibly. Symbol is a festive one, indicating you'll soon have something to celebrate or will be having fun at a party. It's also a romance card and could indicate that you are now or about to become romantically involved with someone. So if that is your sincere wish, even after this end of whatever, romantic marriage scenario, situation, a marriage will take place, romantic or business, I feel like I've put it over here on the left-hand side, but possibly is it after this broken ring rather than, you know, anyway, take it as it resonates for you. I mean, you know, maybe this is something that you've always wanted, marriage. And it is coming round. Excitement, in need of help. You will be taken care of. Target, goal-orientated person. Maybe that's always something. This symbol indicates either you are the goal-orientated person who has definite objectives you wish to attain, or that you have dealings with a person who is goal-orientated and who has certain targets in mind. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. And of course we have our broom. Beautiful broom, sweeping clean. New person sweeps clean, I hear. That's a very, very well-known saying, isn't it? New person, new attitude and new home. Broom sweeps clean. Represents a sweeping out of the old and going forward with the new, which is where this is someone's going out of your life. You've swept this out. This is the now, and you're really coming into guaranteed success. Nest. This is beautiful. Nest. This card signifies it's important for you to be part of a supported and loving family. And you've got help and assistance and guidance that I put literally next to nest, the hand. And a new home, a new attitude, new broom. Don't lower your standards. Do not lower your standards. Don't go backwards. I'm hearing go forwards, go forwards. Go forwards, I'm being told. Absolutely. You will find yourself in a situation you will be tempted to lower your high standards. The symbol is warning you. You should not resort to expedient means, but to always live by the high standards that have served you in the past. Position of authority, a throne. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. You know, it's all coming into my mind slowly. You have to ascend a set of stairs. This card denotes you are now occupying or soon will be occupying a position of authority. So maybe this goal is you. Maybe in the sense that we know could be about business. So walking away from that job, finding a new job that's going to put you into a position of authority because of your targets. The marriage card, the marriage symbol. I don't know if it's going to be in here. But a marriage is something that is coming together in a way that is going to be full of love and happiness and, you know, beauty. I think it gives me anything more. You've had maybe the staff. Interesting, the staff is you will be taken care of in difficult times. And that's underneath a need of help and assistance and guidance and by the family. You know, you are guaranteed success. You have good luck. Firecracker, excitement. There's something really excitement a sincere wish is going to be granted for you. That's on the table. Let's go on and see what is going to come out of these cards now. Please, spirits. Oh. Anything else? Oh, right, okay. I've got a date up by the fan and the firecracker and the star. I have got a date. Okay, what is that? Okay. All right, we've got down here, okay, on top of marriage, I've got a fair man. Dealings or a relationship with a man with blonde, grey or white hair. Take what resonates. On top of target and flag and throne, so goal-orientated person, authority, the throne, don't lower your standards. Alongside marriage with this fair-haired person, you'll be taken care of in difficult times, is scales. Keep the balance. Keep your life in balance. Keep your life in balance. So something to do with maybe the work-life balance. You've also got a basket, recognition, reward and merit. Don't lower your standards. It's a position of authority. You'll get some recognition for this. And handshake. A meeting with a stranger could be important. Fair-haired man. That is over there. We've also got clouds, temporary. An older woman, dealings or relationship with an older woman. We have beware of greed and mice, discord among family and friends. All right. All right. It's interesting how I've now joined our kangaroo ring, broken ring and casket together with mice, pig, older woman, and clouds, temporary problems. And it's joined up with hand in need of help and assistance and guidance. You will be taken care of in difficult times. And then it's split because the marriage and fair man and scales, target, flag, basket, handshake and throne are very much on their own over away from the clouds and the older woman. So I'm going to suggest that in these unsettled times that you had in the it's happened in the past, there was a parting of ways. Okay, something that you thought was going to be a lasting forever scenario, possibly. But they've gone out of your life, and maybe you had dealings. Maybe it was an older woman that I want to say caused a bit of discord. That really, because it's with pig and mice, the pig is a beware of greed. Greed here is on top or next to the staff, which is you will be taken care of in difficult times. But so is the older woman. So possibly there's something to do here. Please take what resonates. I can't make up your story. All I'm telling you is what I'm seeing in the cards and what I'm hearing. And what I'm hearing is that for some of you, it could be that you are letting somebody out of your life or the end of a situation, and it could have been an older woman or dealings or relationship with an older woman in some way. These were temporary problems because we are now in a situation where there's guaranteed success, there's luck. You are going to meet in both areas of your life new love. Maybe this new home, new attitude has really served you, because this situation where you will be, recognized, rewarded, the meeting of the fair-haired man, all of this is going to come along, but the marriage card is with the fair-haired man. So either you're going to meet somebody in a business sense that you are going to actually get married to and work with. Can happen. That is lovely luck. It could be that is your sincere wish to work in an environment with your loved ones. Maybe that's something to do with your family environment. I don't know. But what it also does say to us is keep your life in balance. Okay? And sometimes when I think of this balance card as well, work-life balance is about the love, for yourself really as well, okay? Because it's above emotionally secure. Loving family is important to you. Emotionally secure. And the scales were on top of that card. So that is what I'm seeing on the table for most of us, or some of you anyway. If you are in a job scenario that you're quite happy with, myself, it could be that you are going to be recognized for what you're doing. And fair man, dealings or relationships with a man, blonde, grey or white hair, could very well mean that you are put into a position of authority, and that marriage of your work-life balance is very good, very solid. It might not. You could also be thinking about a love scenario where you might think about romance, and it might eventually lead to marriage. You never know. But I feel like for me, it's guaranteed success anyway. I mean, this lovely good luck horseshoe on the top here with celebration, I just love. Now I'm going to turn over this purple card, which is months of the year. Let's see what we are looking at in terms of month. November time. That's my birthday month anyway. And winter. Okay. A few months from now, not long to go. So whatever the scenario has been that has had to break off, I mean, we are going through the time where everything is changing. The 8A portal is very prevalent. I always have a pivotal change in my life around about this time anyway. It's something to do with me, always. So for me, it is very prevalent time. And I always end up sort of September, October, November. It's the start of the new year for the university. And I really feel quite a lot of change comes about. December becomes quite quiet. January is quiet, and then everything starts taking off again for me. That's how my life, how my sort of things work out for me. But it's, don't lower your standards. Keep on your path. Keep focused. There is guaranteed success here, which is really beautiful, actually. Really wonderful. Lovely. I'm just wondering whether we can ask Tarot. Let's ask our Tarot, Tea Leaf Fortune. Okay, let's ask Tarot about this sort of broken ring, letting things go, the older woman leaving behind, dealings, relationships, temporary problems. Where is that now for us? Okay, and then let's ask what it is that possibly could come with romance. What are we looking at? And let's ask then what it is with maybe the work scenario. So let's ask those three sort of questions. Spirit, please give us some guidance just to confirm the table. All right, just to confirm the table. Oh my goodness me. Yep, they're gone. Ugh. All right, hang on. Well, they seem to have disappeared, those cards, so we won't worry about them for a minute. Let's have a look. We got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse that is sitting on top of the broken ring, casket and canker. Knight of Pentacles in reverse, okay? We've got the Page of Swords, all right, beautiful, on the temporary clouds and the older woman. Over here, we have got beautiful, unguaranteed success November. 10 of Pentacles, beautiful, fantastic. And then we have the 10 of Wands, over, in need of help, assistance, guidance, emotional, secure, loving family. You will be taken care of. So whatever these burdens are, okay, that's lovely. That is beautiful. Okay, anything else here, Spirit? I'm sorry about these ones that have very much disappeared. I'd have to go under the bed, I think. That's where they've gone. So Anyway, no, that's it. That is it. Can't see it. No. No, definitely not wanting to be with us. Right. So let's have a little look now. Oh, these cards. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. It's a twofold suggestion. It's a time to make changes and move forward in your life, which it does say someone's going out of your life on the end of a situation. So we know we've had to make changes. So that's great. Okay. One, that it is time to make those changes and move forward. And two, that you need to do so cautiously and methodically, checking into all your options before making a final decision on which direction to go. So it could really relate very much to this job scenario, possibly position of authority. Okay, meeting with a stranger could be important, and the stranger could be blonde, fair man. Okay, goal-oriented person, you know what you want. Don't lower your standards. Okay. If you're rushing in something too fast, this is a reminder to take a breath and slow down, or not moving at all for fear of getting it wrong. Then consider whether or not you have all your ducks in a row. Keep your eye on the prize further down the road. And this is why I was having a bit of a problem with this. This is like, maybe this is the now, not the past. Maybe this is the situation for you right now, and you're waiting to hear the answer. Have I hit that? I don't know. But definitely marriage is on the cards for you. But it could be about not maybe that type of marriage. It could be a marriage of convenience in terms of your partnership in work. Keep your eye on the prize, starting with small steps. If the Knight of Pentacles is someone else, then you can probably depend on this person to help you get where you want to go. Just try to be patient, because it isn't going to happen overnight. I have all the tools I need for a prosperous and successful future. Right, so the reversals in this, they don't sort of look at reversals, but because it came so strongly out in a reverse position, it kind of is making me feel like you're still maybe thinking about the change. Maybe there's still a bit of work to be done because of maybe the older woman, discord among family and friends, people saying to you, don't be silly, you could never do that, what are you doing? Maybe all sorts of reasons, hundreds of reasons, but I'm just trying to give you the opportunity to understand the cards that are in front of me in some way. Beware of greed. Would it be greed for you? Would it be greed of someone else? Beware of greed. I'm actually going to read that one, Peg. Let's read it. This card advises Aquarius not to become too greedy. The card also forewarns you to beware of other people who could harm you with their greed. Maybe that older woman? Okay, you take what resonates. But we then have the Page of Swords that was sitting over the temporary problems and the older woman. So let's read our Page of Swords. Our Page of Swords, I don't need to know where I'm going to get there. The pages often represent a younger person, a child, or someone for whom you feel responsible. But as we know, everyone is young at heart, so no matter what age you are, this card can also represent you if you are following an idea or beginning on the path to a new goal. A change. A change is coming. A sincere wish will be granted. Yeah, absolutely. New home, new attitude, new goals. Boom. Yeah. Just be sure that you aren't following an idea just because it appeals to you on an intellectual rather than an emotional level, but it isn't based in fact or practicality. Interesting. There is such a thing as being too smart for your own good. Take that as you feel. We then had our tens, and it's got here, I've just noticed, 10 of Pentacles and 10 of Wands. The 10 of Pentacles came out on top of Firecracker and success with the star, guaranteed success over November. And an emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. And the 10 of Pentacles, as you can see very clearly, all about family, all about success. Okay, in a very good place. Beautiful. By November, by the way. So, not long. All right. And underneath that came 10 of Wands. So 10, 10. And 10s are all about completion. End of cycles. End of carrying heavy burdens. You will be taken care of. You need of help and assistance and guidance. You do get that help. Okay, it's also about the scales, keeping your life in balance, that type of thing. Beautiful. Right, so let's read the 10 of Pentacles, just for us to know exactly what we're seeing with our 10. Happiness is more than money. Success is more than wealth. Abundance comes in many forms. Be sure you live each moment to the fullest, especially those shared with others. Okay, it's an indication you have or will attain your desires. It looks like everything is finally coming up roses. Remember that roses have a life cycle too, and nothing living stays at its peak forever. Enjoy the good days while you are living them. That's lovely. And let the strength you derive from home and success. So there it is on top, an emotional, secure nest. There's your nest card. Just remind you, I can't pick it up. There it is. Okay, your nest card. Beautiful. Absolute beautiful. All right. It's getting what you want and reveling in it. So you might want to ask yourself what you really want. Do you have it or some reasonable version of it? If so, make sure that you are taking the time and energy to appreciate it. Spend more time with those you love, doing what you love to do. Enjoy your work as much as your play. Balance, scales. Yeah, absolutely. If you are still striving, which we are a little bit, I think. 10 of Wands are there as well. This card is encouragement. It says you're getting there. Keep at it. Success is just around the corner. There it is, my friend. Guaranteed success. Beautiful. Oh, my goodness me. I can't pick up my cards. There they are. Success with a star. Just around the corner, we've got good luck. This is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. But keep plugging away. You're definitely on the right track. And then we have our 10 of Wands, which I do want to read because it's important. Life can hand you a lot of burdens to carry. Only you can choose which ones to keep hauling around and which ones to put down. Okay, out of your situation, out of your life. All right. The broken ring. You need to plan ahead. Unsettled times, plan ahead. Trust in your situation. This is what's coming for us. It's beautiful. Stunning. So, that poor witch sure is carrying a lot, isn't she? It's a wonderful thing to do, be of service to others. There's a satisfaction to be gained from assisting those who need it and in helping family and friends and co-workers. And that guy on the street. Just be sure that you aren't spreading yourself too thin. If you find yourself feeling exhausted and drained, maybe you are doing too much. Okay, you will be taken care of. Trust in that work-life balance. Remember I said, keep the balance in your life. And don't lower your standards. Don't lower your standards. All right. Do you carry the load for your family, your friends, and everyone else who crosses your path? If so, it's probably time to take another look what burdens you're carrying. Figure out which ones don't truly belong to you, then put them down. I mean it. Put them down right now. Remember that if you allow yourself to become completely drained, trying to be everything for everyone, you will eventually reach a point where you can't do anything for anyone, including yourself. And that doesn't benefit you or those you love, does it? And that is a little, for me, that is a little reminder. Don't lower my standards. Because often that was what I was. And it's called people pleasing for a reason. But unfortunately, what happens is, yes, you don't. Vulnerability is power. Vulnerability is power. This card, Intuitive Whisper card, just blew up, wanting to pay attention. So we do need to make sure. Look at this beautiful portal behind the guidance. Opening ourselves up to us, balance within us. That's beautiful. So there may be something to do with a fair-haired man that you need to pay attention to. A meeting with a stranger, the handshake. It could be important because marriage is on this table as well. We have marriage and we have our time. So what this is all about is marriage, and the time is November. Are you getting married in November? Are you thinking about it? I don't know. But all I'm saying is maybe that's something that, maybe that is your wish. Maybe it's about that emotional security that's important to you. And maybe that's why this broken scenario isn't working for you. And a marriage will be taking place for you. I think this is amazing. So this position of authority and don't lower your standards, I feel like there's two very clear readings on this table right now. Wow, 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 wow. And it's funny, for August the 2nd, our little message, passion drives the desire for success today. Passion. And vulnerability is power. I'm going to actually read that to you. Vulnerability is power. If I can find my book. No. Yes. No. Why do I do this to myself? I put my books down and then I can never find them. All right. Vulnerability is power. Where is that gone now? I had it this morning. No. Okay. I wonder if we could get any more detail about that. There's the energy. Oh, well, vulnerability is power. Very strong. All right. Okay, my friends, I hope that really has helped you to understand what it is that we're talking about. Definitely ask Spirit to give us some guidance on our weekend and what is coming for us over the next few days into the portal maybe. But we've got a time frame to November on the table. So the portal may be helping you to get rid of what you need to get rid of, put it in the past, finalize it, move forward with the Knight of Pentacles. Remember, at the end of the day, what does the Knight of Pentacles say? I have all the tools I need for a prosperous and successful future. I need to go forward. This is just temporary problems. Maybe it's sort of speaking to somebody and they're not giving you the right advice. Maybe it's about discord amongst your family, friends, because you want to make such a radical change in your life. And this is what Spirit is saying. November time, you'll see a very different picture. Good luck with that. Let me know. Come back. Maybe you're not going to see this reading until November. And then maybe that's going to feel very different for you. But whatever takes place, vulnerability is power. All right, so open yourselves up to it, trust it, believe in it. It is your journey. Absolutely fine. Take care, and I'll see you again soon.